Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Martina, and this is a series in which I take you through my journey into launching my design shop with 3D printed goodies that I designed myself. This is episode 4, so if you haven't watched the previous ones already, you will find them on the description. And if you just want to catch up with me real time with what I'm doing this week, it's also fine, because this week is a very special one, as I'm officially only working on my project, on my shop from now on. Yes, so I'm not a product designer anymore. I'm very happy about it. Of course, being laid off is not ideal, but if you have a plan, if you have a project, you have illusion and some savings, then it's something that you can do. But since my savings are limited, I need to make this a full-time job as soon as possible. So it's on me. The more I do, the closer I'll get to my launch date. So this week, I'm gonna redo the scallop tray because it's too heavy and it's not nice enough. I'm gonna redo the butter dish inspired jewelry container. I really need a shorter name for that one. And I'm also gonna redo the bubbly candle holder because I know I did it last week, but I'm not 100% convinced that it's final. So these 3 products, and I'm gonna get started with shipping, pricing, and packaging. I also need to figure out packaging. So let's get cozy, let's move to the studio, and let's get to work. I managed to design the tray in Plasticity. I also changed the dimensions. I made it a bit smaller because it was meant to be a tray for sunnies. Now I'm gonna open it in Bamboo Labs, my slicer, and see if it makes sense or if I made an atrocity. It's not perfect, like I can see some lines there, like I'm meant to be moving that more to the edge. But yeah, definitely something I can quickly improve. Good evening. Yesterday, I managed to recreate the tray on Plasticity after some hours kind of like learning how to use it, more like me just trying and failing, but I managed to do it. So now it's almost 3 p.m. No, it's 3 p.m. actually. And I'm gonna go back to Plasticity and try to fix the logo situation. Almost 2 hours later, but I managed to engrave the logo onto the base, and I made a print test. And as you can see, the logo is engraved and it perfectly fits my glasses. So remember the red scallop tray that we're redesigning that had like some printing issues? Let me see if it focuses. I think you can see, yeah, you can somehow see. Okay, now. So I redid it. I made it smaller because right now it's too big for sunnies. So I redid it, and here it is. Perfect size for sunnies and glasses, whatever you want to fit in here. The only problem is that I still have the problem with the edge. I need to align it properly, but I'll print it tomorrow because if I have to fix it and print it, it's gonna be too late. We have a final tray. It's almost perfect. I still see like some lines that maybe they're too visible, but I'll get there at some point. For now, it's just very lightweight. The logo is perfectly placed. So I'm printing it right now in yellow too. And while it's printing, I'm gonna be redesigning the butter dish jewelry inspired container. sunny day. Good evening. After the whole week trying to redesign the tray, I finally made it. I just love it. It's perfect. It's perfect weight. The scallops are super nice and the logo is engraved. I think I've shown you this many times already, but I'm just very happy because having the logo on it kind of like makes it more real, like this is my brand. And I'm just very happy that it's progressing. So yesterday, while this was printing again, I redesigned the base of the Yuri Button Dish inspired Yuri container, the name. So this one, I started redesigning it, but I only managed to redesign the base. I still need to make the cover, the lid. It's exciting. So many stuff to do left this week, but I mean, this is what happens when you suddenly decide to switch software to something that you have never used, that is Plasticity, which by the way, I'm loving. I think it's more intuitive and more user-friendly than Fusion 360 for sure, so I'm happy with the change. But of course, there's a learning curve. Okay, I'm gonna get to design, otherwise I'm gonna be late. Look what we have here. It's almost a finer Button Dish Yuri inspired container. I say almost because the edges are like too hard. I prefer them rounded like in here, but I didn't know how to make it. And I was like, well, I gotta go, so I'm just gonna print a first draft just to make sure that the sizing, like the dimensions are right and the look and feel is also good. So I made like this quick test. Oh my god, it's so late and I'm finally catching up with you because today I've been working non-stop. I've been working non-stop on several topics, so I should even have an agenda for what I'm about to tell you, but I'm gonna be brief. I have the latest version you will see of the Yuri container here. As you can see, still not perfect, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's the latest version you will see because the next time you see it, it's gonna be on the launch day vlog. I'm not gonna be making more design progress videos because I need to focus on other stuff. And this is just gonna be happening on the background. So another revelation and realization I had today is that instead of launching with 6 products, I'm gonna be launching with 2, with the scallop collection. And this is because I realized there's so many things left to do that I'm still a beginner in 3D printing and with all of these, and 2 products is already a lot. So imagine 6, like these beginner problems that they just made me realize like, hey, try to launch 2 products, like your favorite collection. Like when I designed this, especially the Yuri container, the original one, I was so happy and so proud with what I achieved, but I was like, okay, I know it's not perfect, I know it doesn't match, and honestly, I couldn't be bothered to redo the tray because I was like, this is so hard, I don't think I can recreate it. But I did. After so many attempts, I did recreate it this week. And it's just the joy that I got from here that made me want to have a shop. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna launch with these 2 products, with the scallop collection, at least with 2 items that I know for sure that I love, that they go very well with the brand because they're playful, they're bold, they're designy, they're super nice. So they're gonna be the first ones on the shop. Let's do the camera. So when I set the goals for the week, I said that yes, I wanted to redesign these products, but I also wanted to figure out shipping, pricing, and packaging. And surprisingly, I did. Today was a very productive day. So in order to figure out pricing, my fiance created an Excel spreadsheet for me. He asked me about my filament costs and how much filament does this take, of the yellow and of the transparent. Also how long it takes to print. And with that, like, how much is like the minute of the printer, you know, as in power supply cost. And also he included the price of the printer and how much it was wearing off every time that you were printing as an estimate. Like he did some research and found some numbers. So he included all of that. And then, and with that, I now know how much it cost me to print one of these. Only like monetary cost. And of course, there's me, the person who is in charge of setting it to print and post-production. And of course, you know, like the marketing and the packaging and all the effort that it takes, you know, but at least now I know how much one of these takes me to be produced. The next thing that was bothering me the most was shipping. For some reason, I was super worried that I would have to check like different courier companies and like figure out how much would it cost to literally every country. And I was like so worried. And again, I involved my fiance and he just made it so simple, like, hey, why don't we just start by going to the local post office? We have it like super close of the apartment to the apartment. We start like this. And I was like, yes, definitely. I'm just gonna take it there. Like when I bought from other small businesses, they don't send it through UPS or any other big company. They just send it through the local post office. And I was like, why? I'm always like overcomplicating things, you know? So that's the thing. That's a small win, but I'm just feeling just like more lightweighted, you know? So another issue that was bothering me regarding shipping was how much would I charge you to get my products shipped to you, you know? So after checking different small businesses from Spain, from Europe, from the UK, from across the world, I came up with a list of shipment prices. So I think I'm gonna do it this way. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna change. I'll figure it out. For now, it's gonna be like this. And whenever you're talking about shipping, you also need to think about packaging. So I'm gonna show you something that I kept for years from one of my failed small businesses. So this is a box that contains some never shipped product that I made for Amphora, which was my Jasmonite home goodies store. Jasmonite was like this, is like this. It's a resin that is more eco-friendly than concrete that I use to make this coaster and many others that I have around the house. So as you can see, when I was packaging this, I made a thank you card, which had then a little thank you note in the back. I just kind of like put a little bit of craft paper to make sure that this wouldn't break. I wrap it in silky paper, and then, well, I put a bow here. There's also like a cardboard sleeve with a logo here that I stamped. So the idea is that for Plasticity, I'm gonna have more or less the same. We'll have a cardboard box that is gonna be different dimensions. We also have craft paper to make sure that the products arrive safely to your homes. I'm also gonna wrap them in silky paper. I'm thinking yellow, but not sure yet. And I'm also gonna have the thank you cards with a space to add notes, like handwritten notes to all of you, because I'm just gonna be so grateful. And that's it, you know, like that's like a lot of progress, finally. I also decided on a free template from Shopify, because I'm not gonna be buying a template just now, at some point for sure, because I would like my website to have a nice, lovely design, because, well, I've been a web designer and a product designer for years, so I think I deserve that too. But for now, I'm gonna start with this one that I found that I think it has a lot of potential. It's very much my style. It's actually very nice, and I think it could look very cool. So next week, I'm gonna start with that. It's gonna be a lot of work for sure, because I also need to make sure that the products are final, to Photoshop them, but I'm getting closer to launch date, and that's the most exciting part for me. It's like midnight, so I'm just gonna end it here, and thank you so much for listening to my progress, for coming along with me in this journey of launching my small business and learning 3D printing. So thank you again, and I really hope that this is getting you inspired somehow. I hope that it's interesting, and I'll see you next week. Bye!